Okay, so today I'm doing this thing for the second time. It looks like torture, but it's not. I'm just kidding. It's called the on-demand pulse electromagnetic
field therapy.
I knew I wouldn't remember it. So it is emitting frequencies in which you're receiving a frequency response from my body.
Exactly. So when we first started, we did an initial biofeedback scan, which measures the electromagnetic variability between cells and organs, similar to an ECG, which measures the electromagnetic variability of the heart. What this does is it determines where there is imbalance and blockage on an individual basis. So similar to acupuncture or Chinese medicine, when there are blockages and imbalances, our body is not at a state of flow. Mm-hmm. And clearing these blockages and imbalances starts with identifying where they are. So we're able to pinpoint those on a personalized level. So Lauren, what you're doing today is you are actually having a session based on the scan that is helping to clear the blockages and imbalances that we identified for yourself.
It talked about aggression. What was another one? Oh, the cell phone signal, like the Wi-Fi signal thing was a problem. Anyway, so I'll tell you what happened today, what I did today. But did you focus in on any certain blockages today?
Yeah, so today we were working with actually sleep patterns. So hopefully, that'll help with your sleep and get to have a nice rest. We just did finish the aggression protocol.
Oh.
And how do you feel?
Well, I don't feel aggressive right now, but not when I'm in this building anyways.
Fantastic. And actually we're just about to do the finishing protocol of protecting oneself from the outside, which is the Wi-Fi overstimulation.
Oh, I better turn off my phone then. So my chart looks like this. There's nothing too crazy going on that he said I need to worry about physically, but he did say there's a definite imbalance in the nervous system, and the main issue is just stress, anxiety, and nervous system, and also a lack of sleep or lack of good sleep. There you see something called morning tiredness. Parathyroid. So one thing that he said I should do is turn on my phone on airplane mode while it's sitting beside me sleeping. There's two ones that say self-acceptance and aggression reduction, meaning those spiked, like those were frequencies he noticed and put down. So there's some issues surrounding self-acceptance, and there's obviously some issues surrounding aggression. So I thought it was interesting that it came up on this scan as a point of noting or something to work on. And yeah, I kind of just gave him my background yesterday and sort of like explained the same types of things I've already explained to you in my dealing with anger episode of Ask Lauren. I just explained to him everything, kind of how I feel, what sets me off, kind of what happens in my relationship. We had a little bit of chatting, then we did the bioscan, and then I did another relax session where I sat in that neuropod and wore headphones and listened to a meditation. So the only thing he told me to do between now and my next appointment is basically to think. When I start to feel that feeling bubbling up, to think about how I'm getting mad, and to notice why I'm getting mad and how I'm getting mad, where I feel it, what it feels like, the sensations, and he says that thinking in that moment may settle it down because you'll realize, what it is you're doing. So anyways, that's easy enough for me to understand and follow. Anyway, I was wondering if maybe there's an element of, while I'm doing the Soul 7 thing, I should also be doing couples therapy. I haven't told John this, although we've talked about it briefly in the past. So that maybe that therapy could be giving us these communication tools and ways of identifying how we're miscommunicating. And at the same time, I could be working on this imbalance that I have, in my nervous system and with my stress and everything like that. And I feel like they would complement each other, because I don't think that Soul 7 is going to necessarily help me in the relationship department. Like, they're not relationship counselors. Like, he can give me some feedback and ideas of how to do things, but I don't know that it's going to be what I need for that particularly. I think this is more about me. But what I like about this whole experience so far is that I feel like I don't have to do anything. And I mentioned that to Jacob, and he was like, well, see, because I'm like a doer, like I always have to be doing something. I'm like, what should I do? What should I be doing? What can I do to fix this? But I'm not really doing anything. It's more like, so this machine that I got the bioscan from that picked up on the imbalances, I don't know why I'm doing this. He basically took my pulse. Now I will go back on that bioscan machine, and he said basically those frequencies can help balance out the imbalanced frequencies just by emitting these frequencies. And that they'll do that with me a few times in addition to doing the relaxed sessions. In that sense, I don't have to do anything. I just get to sit there and assume and hope and believe that the frequencies and my body's system are all working together to kind of balance things out. He's like, you're always a doer, but now you can be like a don'ter. Like you need to, he said, that's also a balance. If you're always doing, when are you not doing? He tried to make me think, and I know this, but it was just interesting how he said it yesterday and it clicked, where he said, think of everything as a balance. Like if you're always doing, well, to counteract and to be balanced, you need to also take time to not do, which is good for you to be doing this soul 7 thing. And then I took it like, if I'm always getting mad and reacting with this like fiery, crazy reaction, when am I not doing that? And that is, I think, the thinking he wants me to realize in the moment of getting heated, kind of like think, well, what would happen if I didn't react the way I normally react? I don't know. Something clicked yesterday when you mentioned that, even though I know things are reflections, balance, whatever. Like I know these things, but I'm not practicing them. So yesterday something clicked where maybe I can start to catch myself. I don't know. Regardless, all I have to do is go back next week, do another little bioscan maybe, have a little chit chat, do a relaxed session. I mean, I am there for like almost 3 hours. They tend to take quite long because we end up talking so much. You know what? That's a nice break on one day a week where I can just have more of a relaxing day and I kind of step away out of the work pod and stop thinking about that and get to just focus on this. So for now, I am enjoying it and we'll see where it goes.